Hello Gemini, so I'm doing your weekly tarot from May the 15th to the 22nd. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out, okay? Right, so let's get into this for you then. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. So this one says heart and head are in conflict. A truce will be declared and the heart will win. So the heart wants what the heart wants, right? Even if times it goes against logic. And to be fair, when you're speaking about the heart, it often does go against logic. So the heart is going to win. It's going to be pointless, basically, to try and fight against your own feelings, okay? Now, usually, that kind of message will come out when, well, let's just put it this way. When someone has fallen in love with another person, okay, even if it seems illogical, there are definitely feelings here, okay? Usually, that's when that card will come out. New birth and guarded vigilant... I can't speak. Guarded vigilantly. Anything that needs attention and care to thrive. So, be vigilant. What is it that needs your attention at this point in time, Gemini? Okay, look after it with care as it's not yet strong enough to stand on its own. So yeah, that could be a new relationship that is not yet strong enough to stand up on its own. It could be a new business that is not yet strong enough to stand up on its own, right? So you're having to be vigilant and baby it for a while, okay? Until it has grown strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet. Now, that could be a child as well, okay? Again, just take it as it resonates. We need to find out more, of course, because there's so many different things that this could be. Right, so why is your head and your heart in conflict at the moment? Let's find out more about that one. Right, so what's going on for Gemini? Why is there a head and heart in conflict? Okay, the Two of Wands, a Page of Pentacles, Death, and another page, Page of Swords. Okay, so, I mean, it could be a choice here between an earth sign and an air sign. So that could be like a choice between two different people. It could be a choice between also yourself and another person as well. Again, take it as it resonates, okay? I feel that there's a compromise here that is being reached, okay? I mean, you could also be dealing with a Scorpio as well. I'm not really feeling that Scorpio energy for you guys. I feel that this is more to do with once you have made your decision, it is literally going to change up everything, like for good, okay? This is one of those situations where, fair enough, I don't know the exact specifics, right? It's one of those situations that literally changes up the rest of your life. So it's imperative that you get it right. Okay, because you're the one that has to live with the consequences here. So it's super, super important that you do get it spot on. Okay, can you tell us more about this conflict between the head and the heart? What's going on between the head and the heart for Gemini? The Queen of Cups reversed. It's about doing the right thing. Again, could be a question of love here. I was going to say, was the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles off center. Okay, and the Tower. Right, so I'm wondering here actually if someone is trying to justify sticking it out in a loveless situation for the benefit of other people, maybe even for the benefit of kids who are involved, right? I mean, you've got 2 pages here. Pages absolutely can indicate children, right? For those where that's not appropriate, then it's someone sticking it out in a situation where they're not happy, they don't feel loved, they don't feel respected, right? It's like they're sticking with it because that's what's being expected of them. So your head and heart is in conflict with each other because in your head, you know that potentially you're going to be letting down a lot of people, right? But your heart is saying, well, I'm not happy. Okay. So that's exactly where that conflict's coming from. But obviously I'm not a psychic, I'm an intuitive, okay? So I can't give you the pinpoint, accurate, specific details of exactly what is going on here, right? That's about as far as what I can see there. So you're going to have to be smart with this decision because, as we've already discussed, everything's going to change anyway, right? So you may as well start initiating the changes that you're going to be happy with instead of trying to stick it out in a situation where you're not feeling fulfilled. Okay, like that is no way for anybody to live. Okay, that's somebody just going through the motions because it's expected of them. That's someone just plodding along, right? Not really living. That energy there is someone who's not really living, and there's only so far that can be carried until the tower, until it collapses. Okay. So on this occasion, Gemini, you absolutely are going to have to listen to your heart here. There's no 2 ways around it, okay? It's not an easy thing to do, right? Admitting that, you know, something's not working out, something's wrong. It's not easy admitting you're not happy, right? And it's even harder to actually do something about it. But I see you this week, Gemini, taking those initial steps towards doing everything about it. New birth, okay? Something that needs your attention and care until it's strong enough to stand up on its own 2 feet. Justice off balance. A message here about truth. I think this is reversed. Yeah, the Hangman in the reverse position. Okay. This is all about resistance, indecisions, things coming to a complete standstill, right? It's someone who feels like they have no other choice but to continue with the way that things currently are. And that's not the truth. It isn't. Okay. Can you tell us more about this Hangman reversed? This is Hangman reversed. Okay, the 4 of Swords and a 2 of Swords off balance. Yeah. Avoidance energy. Avoiding the issue. So, Gemini, you might have been avoiding this for many, many years. Okay, for some of you. Obviously, it's not going to be for everybody. But it's saying you're no longer avoiding it. Right? This new birth is literally your new start in life that you're needing to nurture until you can stand on your feet once again. Because for the longest time, it feels like you haven't quite felt yourself. You haven't quite felt right. Okay. So it's going to take a lot of adjustment for you to get used to the way that things are going to be now. Okay. Why is this happening? The perfection of your life is why this is happening. So it was, in a word, inevitable. Express whatever is needed, express whatever is needed, however it is needed, okay? Honor your emotions through feel, express, and release, right? So all of the things that you have been holding back on saying, now is the time to say them. All of the things that you've been holding back on doing, now is the time to do them. Because this is all about the need for you to perfect your own life. Okay? Can you tell us more about this energy? Thank you. Okay, the Ten of Cups, a King of Wands, and an Ace of Swords. Your happiness, your wish fulfillment. This is ultimate happiness, with it being the Ten of Cups. Okay? It's domestic joy, it's blissful relationships, divine love, true love, unconditional love, fulfillment, right? There's a sense of this has been what's missing in your life. So you're creating that. Through these decisions that you're making here, you're creating your Ten of Cups. King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. That's having the determination and the grit to see it through. Okay? So it's no longer basically pretending to be happy, but you're actively creating a lifestyle that you're happy with. There's your Major Arcana with the High Priestess in the reversed position. Right? The secret's coming out. You've been holding this secret within you for the longest time. It's coming out this week. All of the it's definitely coming out this week. Judgment and rebirth. You're making that final judgment call. And I feel like you've reached the end of your tether here with something. Like this picture that's unfolding, Gemini, is saying to me that you're out of fucks to give and you don't care who hears about it now. Like you're done pretending. In your blind spot, defend to the end the worthwhile, okay? Feelings of self-doubt or someone projecting theirs onto you. So someone's projecting their self-doubts onto you. That might have been what was keeping you stuck. Stay strong and stand your ground, okay? So you know what is your truth, and you've to defend that. You've to stand by that, okay? This is not allowing others to put seeds of doubt in your head about whether or not you're doing the right thing. Okay, because again, no one knows better than what you do for your life. You're the one that has to live with the consequences. Do you know what I mean? Not them. Seven of Swords. Listen, somebody has got a lot of great self-interest in keeping you stuck to one place here. The one place where you're not happy, someone has got a lot of interest in keeping you there because for whatever reason, they benefit from it, but you don't. You cannot keep picking someone else's happiness or comfort when it brings you great discomfort, okay? Ten of Wands, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Six of Wands, okay? It's time now for you to choose happiness. I am seeing as well, because bear in mind that this is in your blind spot, okay? So it's all of the things that are going on that are not immediately obvious to you. Gemini, you've actually got burnout here, okay? You might not be feeling particularly enthusiastic or creative at this time. You've got burnout. So it is time for you to really figure out where your priorities have been and where they should be in future, okay, with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is asking for you to celebrate your achievements. They're also saying that you do have a lot of positive things that are coming in for you as well, right? So when we take away that Ten of Wands, what are you left with? You're left with very good choices. You're left with self-confidence, having pride in yourself, you celebrating your victories, success and achievement here. You're left with you genuinely feeling optimistic as well. Like when was the last time that you had a really good laugh? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a reason to laugh again, a reason to smile again, right? As soon as we take away that Ten of Wands, everything else becomes immediately obvious. Okay. Free from judgment and free to love for what is working for you. So removing the negative judgments that you might have of yourself at this time. Okay, Gemini? Freedom from judgment and being free to love. It says experiencing love in a different way, questioning if it's even real. It is real. This is mothering energy. Opening yourself up to receive more nurturing can also be vulnerability, and a solution is in gestation. So yeah, a solution is about to be birthed. Okay, Gemini. What's working for you is taking care of all of the details when it comes down to your heart. Okay, what you know is right in your heart. Free from judgment, strength. Okay, there was another card here a minute ago. I think it flipped, but then it turned back over again. Oh dear. No, there was a card that flipped, but then it went back in the deck. Okay, so having the strength and the courage here, Gemini, for you to follow your heart. And I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you do start honoring how you feel, okay? There could be a Leo involved here somewhere as well. There doesn't have to be, of course. And the Magician. So you're being reminded that the power is entirely in your hands here, Gemini, okay? There's some sort of strategy here as well that might benefit you, like coming up with a plan, okay? So when you make this decision, don't go into it without having a plan, okay? Having a plan is really going to be advantageous to you. And the Four of Pentacles, that's kind of saying, like, tell only those who are on a need-to-know basis only, okay? Interesting. How it's likely going to play out, faith in the process. A time to shift perspective, a time for some humility and trust. Release disappointments. Okay, both externally and internally, right? So, yeah, disappointing that something hadn't worked out, but ultimately, this is you having faith in the process because you know that something far better is on its way here, okay? The Moon, fear. Fear of not knowing what to expect. Okay, Queen of Wands. I do still get the impression here, Gemini, that somebody is secretly in love with another person here. For some of you, obviously not for all of you. Yeah, your major arcana. Like, as soon as I say that, it's almost like, oh, well, logically, I can't really leave the situation that I'm not happy with because of reasons. But I really do love such and such a person, right? There's a bit of that that's going on here as well. I don't know if that's coming from you or if that's coming from someone else towards you. Again, just be smart about it, okay? If you know full well that that's not you having secret feelings for someone else, that's clearly another person who's got secret feelings towards you. And it is indicating that at some point they are likely going to let go of that secret. So at some point they are going to tell you, okay? Now that may or may not put you in an awkward position. Again, depending on your own personal circumstances, okay? I kind of feel here, Gemini, that actually any sort of interruption to your creative flow is being restored. Anything that had shattered your confidence here, well, we've got your confidence and your self-worth right here. Again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay? Queen of Wands energy belongs to everyone, right? Court cards are literally elements of our own personalities in any given moment. Okay, so this is your self-esteem, your confidence, your vibrancy returning, because we started off your reading with you basically tired, exhausted, feeling stuck and trapped and not feeling loved or anything. And you actually, once you've been through this process, you're going to be feeling the complete opposite. Okay, the complete opposite. Look, High Priestess in the upright position now, where it was in the reversed position before. Okay. So yeah, you listening to spiritual, your own spiritual guidance at this time, right? Emperor at the bottom of the deck, taking control of the situation. That's also divine masculine energy, okay? You could be the divine masculine energy here that's taking control, or you could be dealing with a divine masculine who is taking control. But with that being the strongest overall message here, you are absolutely, I want to say, dominating your own life at the moment. And I feel that you might not have done that in such a long time. Okay. Remembering that the Emperor energy is a conqueror as well, right? So you're conquering everything that is contributing to you feeling stuck and miserable. Like you're conquering all of that. Okay. New Moon and Scorpio, go deeper for your healing message. This one is page 42. Okay. Listen, it literally says you're regaining control of a situation that cut deep. Again, that's why you've got the Emperor energy as your strongest overall message, okay? You're regaining control of a situation that cut deep. You've moved through your fears and can now see where this issue has come from. Now isn't the time to gloss over the facts. Rather, it's time for you to face your darkest concerns and go deeper. Your situation may need to crumble before it can be renewed. Magic is called for. It is crucial to stay strong now. Sexually, it's time to reach for true communion with your partner. Financially, this is a blessed time to work with someone on a joint venture. It's time also to release a grudge. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to sex, money, or an obsession that you have been grappling with. Know that you are magic. Clear out negativity to supercharge your manifesting powers. And then it says to call in Archangel Jeremiel, the angel who helps us to review our lives, channel the energy of Pluto, the planet that guides the sign of Scorpio and likes to go under the radar. Light a candle and ask Archangel Jeremiel to help you see whatever you need to acknowledge and break through in your life right now. And then your manifestation affirmation is life goes in cycles and in my life is now regenerating. Okay, so life goes in cycles and my life is now regenerating. And it's best to use your magic on a Tuesday. Okay, so time for you to dig deeper here, Gemini. No more surface level stuff, okay, because that has been keeping you not in a good place. So yeah, Gemini, I really feel that this week honestly, I feel like it's going to be a bit of an intense week for you. Okay, but you are taking back control. Right, so let's take a look at some wonderful words of wisdom from the TUES Tarot. Obviously, don't take this deck seriously. It's just a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of your reading, okay? Right, what else for Gemini, please? Interesting. The Angel of Fresh Air says to open your windows and let the shit out. So there's some sort of stagnant stank that's going on in your sphere of influence, Gemini. Ask yourself how many fucks you give. Okay, you're probably giving too many fucks. Happy fucking times are coming soon. It's divine timing, you silly fucker. And wake the fuck up. Release judgments to yourself and others. Okay, so it's time to evaluate. In what areas have you been harshly, negatively judging yourself? Because that, like, you got to release that, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If it has helped you out at all, Gemini, then I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on the video. That is going to signal to the YouTube algorithm that you are interested in my readings, and so the next time I upload a fresh reading, you're far more likely going to be recommended my new content, okay? But yeah, thank you so very much for watching. Oh, also personal readings with me. My website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description below. Yeah. I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, Gemini, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.